When you feel stuck and can't seem to move forward, or maybe when you're facing a challenge at work, or when you doubt your abilities and worth, then it is the fixed mindset hindering your life. In her groundbreaking book, Mindset, Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck introduces a transformative concept of mindsets. Her decades of research on achievement and success led her to discover that our mindset, the beliefs we hold about our abilities, is the basis of all accomplishments in our lives. This concept has resonated with millions worldwide, sparking a global conversation about the power of belief and its impact on our personal and professional trajectories. Dweck's work challenges the conventional notion that intelligence, talent, and abilities are fixed traits, predetermined at birth. Instead, she posits that our capabilities can be cultivated through effort, learning, and perseverance. Dweck argues that individuals with a fixed mindset believe their intelligence and abilities are set in stone. They avoid challenges, give up easily, and view effort as fruitless. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as the path to mastery. In spite of all these, we are not bound by our current mindsets. With awareness and effort, we can shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, unlocking our true potential. So, let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together and unlock the incredible potential that lies within each of us. Chapter 1. The Concept of Two Mindsets. At the heart of Dweck's work lies the distinction between two contrasting mindsets, fixed mindset and growth mindset. Imagine two students, both facing a difficult math problem. The first student, with a fixed mindset, thinks, "I'm just not a math person." This student avoids the problem, feeling defeated before even starting. Now, picture the second student, embracing a growth mindset. This student thinks, "This is tough, but I'm going to keep trying. I can learn this with effort." See the difference? The fixed mindset views intelligence and ability as static, while the growth mindset sees them as qualities that can be developed. This fundamental difference shapes how we approach challenges, setbacks, and even our own learning process. Fixed mindset individuals shy away from challenges, fearing that failure will expose their limitations. Conversely, those with a growth mindset embrace challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. They embrace the struggle, knowing that setbacks are not failures but stepping stones on the path to mastery. They understand that true learning and growth occur outside of their comfort zones. Whether it's learning a new language, pursuing a promotion, or simply trying a new hobby, our mindset plays a vital role in our success and fulfillment. People with a fixed mindset often become preoccupied with proving their intelligence or talent, seeking validation from external sources. They may avoid taking risks or pursuing new endeavors, fearing that setbacks will damage their self-image. This fear of failure can stifle creativity, innovation, and personal development, leading to a self-limiting cycle of stagnation. People with growth mindset expand their knowledge, refine their skills, and push the boundaries of their abilities. This growth-oriented approach fosters resilience, adaptability, and a lifelong love of learning. Lesson from the two mindsets. People with a fixed mindset believe that people are only great at things because they were born with special talents, and when confronted with constructive criticism, they ignore it. Finally, they are threatened by the success of others. People with a fixed mindset achieve much less than they are capable of. People who hold a growth mindset, on the other hand, feel that intellect can be developed. This inspires them to learn. Instead of avoiding problems, they embrace them, persevere in the face of adversity, and consider effort as a means to mastery. They accept and use constructive criticism to their benefit. Finally, they are motivated and learn from the success of others. As a consequence, they fulfill their ultimate potential. Chapter 2. Impact of Mindsets on Success. Dweck's research has shown that mindset plays a crucial role in determining success across various domains of life, from academics and athletics to business and relationships. Students with a growth mindset tend to outperform their peers with a fixed mindset, not because they are inherently smarter, but because they approach learning with a different attitude. In the workplace, individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace new challenges, seek out feedback, and continuously improve their skills. They see failures as opportunities for learning and creativity, encouraging a culture of development and endurance among their staff. This adaptability and willingness to learn are essential qualities in today's rapidly evolving world. Moreover, a growth mindset can positively impact our relationships. When we believe that we can grow and change, we are more likely to approach conflicts with a constructive mindset, seeking understanding and resolution rather than blame and defensiveness. This open-minded approach fosters empathy, compassion, and stronger connections with others. Lesson: the growth mindset in athletics. Michael Jordan wasn't a naturally gifted. He was one of the most hard-working athletes in history. He was turned down by his high school varsity group and the first two NBA organizations that might have picked him. He was distraught, but his mother advised him to study hard and discipline himself, which is precisely what he did. He used to leave the house at 6 a.m. to practice for school. But what about folks who look to be naturally gifted? Yes, these people exist, but Carol contends that with all of the credit for their abilities and the little effort they've required, they may easily adopt a fixed mindset. They may not learn to work hard or deal with disappointments. A growth mindset is what allows athletes to maintain their success in the long run. Carol found that athletes with a growth mindset found success in doing their best and learning and improving, found setbacks motivating, and took charge of the processes that bring success. Lesson: the growth mindset in business. Jim Collins and his team conducted a 5-year research project with the aim to find out how companies go from good to great. One thing they found was that great companies had leaders with a growth mindset. In the late 1980s, IBM was in trouble. Their culture was filled with people trying to be better than each other. They had a culture of smugness and defending personal status that inhibited learning and growth. In 1993, they contacted Lou Gerstner to make things better. Over the following 9 years, Lou had a development attitude, supported cooperation, and eliminated the rigid atmosphere. IBM's worth increased by 800%. Carol eventually contends that successful firms must train their executives, managers, and employees to adopt a growth mindset. This may be accomplished by establishing a growth mindset atmosphere and presenting skills as a learner ball, which communicates that the organization encourages learning and perseverance, not in a skill providing feedback that fosters learning and future achievement, and presenting managers as learning tools. Chapter 3: the growth mindset in relationships. There are two common approaches to cope with grief and heartbreak in a relationship. The first is to declare oneself unlovable and seek vengeance. This is how people with a fixed mindset handle the situation. They let these events scare them and keep them from developing new relationships in the future. People with a growth mindset recognize the need of forgiving and moving on, even if they have been emotionally affected by these unpleasant events, just like anybody else. They want to learn from it. In a relationship, you may assume that your characteristics, your partner's qualities, and the qualities of the relationship are fixed. Yet the growth mindset asserts that these three things can be developed. There are two set ways of thinking about a relationship. One is that if you have to work towards it, it wasn't meant to be. The reality is that all relationships need work and effort, and you cannot expect your partner to understand your needs unless you communicate them properly. The romanticized notion of a flawless, problem-free relationship that functions automatically is unrealistic. The second approach to think about a relationship is to see difficulties as personal flaws. People frequently blame their partner's traits for their relationship issues. They believe that their spouse is just furious, but in reality, the problem is with the situation rather than the person. For example, if Mary is furious every day when Robert returns home from work, instead of criticizing her, he can look into the problem and try to understand why she is constantly upset by communicating with her. By doing so, a solution can be discovered. Finally, your partner may have distinct abilities, opinions, and values than you do. A growth-oriented approach to relationships involves helping your partner in achieving their own objectives and realizing their full potential. Chapter 4: Growth Mindset, Parenting, and Teaching. The messages that children receive from their parents and teachers have a significant impact on how they perceive themselves. This has a direct impact on their learning and development. With each encounter you have with the children, consider if you are whether expressing a fixed mindset message that suggests they have permanent qualities and that you are criticizing them, or a growth mindset message which says they are a developing person and you want to see their progress. Another important lesson is to avoid complimenting children's intellect. When you say, "You learn that quickly, you're so smart," what children actually hear is, "If I don't learn something quickly, I'm not smart." Alternatively, if you say you're so clever you earned an A without even studying, children would think I'd better stop studying, or they won't think I'm brilliant. This does not mean that you should not praise your children. Rather, laud their work and decisions rather than their brilliance and skill. You might say, "You truly studied for your examinations and your accomplishments. You read the material multiple times and tested yourself on it. It really worked." Chapter 5. Embracing Challenges for Growth. One of the most empowering concepts Dweck introduces is the power of yet. Instead of saying, "I can't do it," we can say, "I can't do it yet." This subtle shift in language acknowledges that while we may not possess a certain skill or knowledge now, it doesn't mean we can't acquire it in the future. Embracing the yet mindset encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Take, for instance, the story of Michael Jordan, widely considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Jordan didn't make his high school varsity team on his first try. Imagine if he had given up then, believing he simply wasn't good enough. Instead, Jordan used this setback as fuel for his growth. This unwavering belief in his ability to improve, despite early setbacks, is a hallmark of a growth mindset. Whether we're struggling to master a new software program, learn a foreign language, or navigate a difficult conversation, embracing the yet mindset can be transformative. Lesson: efforts as a pathway to mastery. In a world that often celebrates natural talent and instant gratification, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that effort is only for those who lack innate ability. But Dweck's research shows that effort is not a sign of weakness, but rather the key to unlocking our potential. She argues that those with a growth mindset understand that effort is what makes us smarter, more talented, and ultimately more successful. Consider the example of Mozart, often hailed as a musical prodigy. While Mozart undoubtedly possessed extraordinary musical gifts, his achievements were not solely a product of innate talent. Mozart dedicated countless hours to practicing, composing, and honing his craft. His dedication and tireless effort were essential to his rise as a musical genius. When we embrace effort as a vital part of the learning process, we open ourselves up to incredible growth. True mastery comes not from innate talent alone, but from the consistent, dedicated effort we invest in ourselves. Chapter 6: Turning Setbacks into Stepping Stones. Nobody enjoys criticism. It can sting, make us doubt ourselves, and even trigger defensive reactions. But what if we could reframe criticism as a valuable tool for growth? Dweck's research suggests that individuals with a growth mindset view criticism differently than those with a fixed mindset. Instead of seeing it as a personal attack, they view it as an opportunity for improvement. Think about a time you received constructive feedback. Did you immediately dismiss it, feeling defensive and disheartened? Or were you able to separate your ego from the feedback, recognizing it as a chance to learn and grow? People with a growth mindset often welcome constructive criticism, seeing it as a way to identify areas where they can improve. By listening actively, asking clarifying questions, and focusing on the substance of the feedback, we can extract valuable lessons that can help us grow. Criticism, even when it's unfounded, can be used to your advantage if you learn to parse it for truth. Lesson: drawing from the success of others. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to radiate negativity, while others inspire us to be our best selves? Dweck's research suggests that our mindset plays a significant role in how we perceive and respond to the successes of others. Individuals with a fixed mindset often view the achievements of others as a threat to their own self-worth. They might engage in negative self-comparison, feel envious or resentful, and even try to downplay the accomplishments of others. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset view the successes of others as a source of inspiration and motivation. They recognize that if someone else can achieve something remarkable, it means they can too. They admire the dedication, effort, and resilience of others, and they use these stories as fuel for their own growth. Think about someone you admire, someone who has achieved something extraordinary. Do you find yourself feeling envious or inspired by their success? If you're inspired, what is it about their journey that resonates with you? Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential and who will challenge you to grow. Nurturing a growth mindset. Surprisingly, mindsets are not fixed. They can be shifted and cultivated. Carol Dweck provides practical strategies for developing a growth mindset, emphasizing the importance of effort, perseverance, and embracing challenges. One key step is to become aware of our self-talk, identifying and challenging fixed mindset thoughts that limit our potential. Instead of telling ourselves, "I'm not good at this," we can reframe our thinking to "I'm not good at this yet, but I can learn and improve with practice." Another important aspect of nurturing a growth mindset is to focus on the process of learning rather than solely on outcomes. When we prioritize effort, strategy, and persistence over immediate results, we cultivate a love of learning and a willingness to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective allows us to view setbacks not as failures, but as valuable feedback that can guide our future efforts. Lesson: cultivating a growth mindset is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It requires conscious effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge our own limiting beliefs. The mindsets are not fixed. They are malleable, capable of evolving and changing over time. So, how do we nurture a growth mindset in ourselves and inspire it in others? Dweck offers several practical strategies. Embrace challenges. Instead of shying away from challenges, view them as opportunities for growth. Focus on effort. Recognize that effort is not a sign of weakness, but rather the key to unlocking our potential. Learn from criticism. View constructive criticism as a valuable tool for improvement. Find inspiration in others. Surround yourself with individuals who embody a growth mindset. Seek out mentors, role models, and sources of encouragement. Remember, developing a growth mindset is a lifelong pursuit. The key is to approach these moments with self-compassion and a willingness to learn. Chapter 6: Applications of Growth Mindset. The principles outlined in Mindset have far-reaching applications beyond the individual level. Educators, parents, and leaders can leverage Dweck's insights to create environments that foster growth and resilience. By praising effort, persistence, and learning from mistakes, we can help children develop a growth mindset from a young age. In the workplace, organizations can implement growth mindset training programs to empower employees at all levels. By fostering a culture that values learning, innovation, and continuous improvement, companies can unlock the full potential of their workforce and drive greater success. Furthermore, the principles of growth mindset can be applied to societal challenges. By embracing a belief in human potential and the power of collective effort, we can work towards creating a more equitable and just world. Whether addressing issues of poverty, education, or climate change, a growth mindset empowers us to believe in the possibility of positive change and to take action towards a better future. Stories of growth mindset in action. Throughout Mindset, Dweck illustrates the transformative power of a growth mindset through compelling real-life examples. One such story is that of Jackie Robinson, the first African-American player in Major League Baseball. Robinson faced immense prejudice and discrimination, both on and off the field. Yet, he persevered, displaying extraordinary courage, resilience, and a deep belief in his abilities. Robinson's story is a testament to the power of a growth mindset in action. Despite facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles, he refused to let the limitations imposed by others define him. Another inspiring example is Malala Yousafzai, a young Pakistani activist who was shot by the Taliban for speaking out in favor of education for girls. Despite this horrific experience, Malala refused to be silenced. These stories demonstrate that a growth mindset is a powerful force that can empower individuals to overcome adversity and achieve extraordinary things. The final lesson is cultivating growth mindset. Ready to embark on your own mindset makeover? Here are some practical tips to integrate growth mindset principles into your daily life. Start with self-awareness. Pay attention to your self-talk. Notice when you're engaging in negative or limiting beliefs. Challenge those thoughts and reframe them in a more positive and growth-oriented way. Embrace the power of yet. Add yet to your vocabulary. Instead of saying, "I can't do it," say, "I can't do it yet." Celebrate effort and progress. Acknowledge your effort and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Seek out growth opportunities. Step outside of your comfort zone and embrace new challenges. Surround yourself with growth-minded individuals. Spend time with people who inspire you, support your growth, and challenge you to be your best self. Be patient with yourself, embrace the process, and celebrate your progress along the way. Chapter 7. Embrace the journey of growth. In a world that often celebrates innate talent and instant gratification, Carol Dweck's mindset offers a refreshing and empowering perspective. Carol Dweck's foundational study, Mindset, has challenged our view of success and potential. Dweck enables us to embrace a growth mindset by shedding light on the significant impact of our beliefs, so unleashing our ability for learning, resilience, and accomplishment. It reminds us that our abilities are not fixed, but rather capable of expanding beyond our perceived limitations. By embracing a growth mindset, we unlock the potential for continuous learning, development, and fulfillment. This dramatic shift of viewpoint has the potential to impact not just our own lives, but also the world around us. As we traverse the intricacies of the 21st century, the mindset of growth has become a need rather than a luxury. By accepting challenges, seeking criticism, and nurturing a lifelong love of learning, we may realize our full potential and contribute to a greater future for ourselves and future generations. So, embrace the journey of growth. The power to unlock your potential lies within you.